Hello out there. It's late night, and let's just have a conversation. That's why I'm here. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hello. Yes, we're just here to have a conversation. I'm bored. I got an hour, so let's chill. Let's chill out. Have some fun. Do what we gotta do while I figure out how I need to do something here on the YouTubes. So, anyone see the Seahawk game tonight? Fun times. What's up, Darth Pickle Lord? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing good. I'm doing great. Watched the Super Bowl. Enjoyed this. Excuse me. Enjoyed the Seahawks winning. And all that jazz. So, how's everyone doing? Oh, what the fuck is this? So, anyone see the Super Bowl tonight? Anyone see the last video? Hello, the Archives 2387. How you doing, my friend? I'm doing great. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, I just have a little bit of time before I have to hit the snooze button. And I just wanted to come on and say hello to all you wonderful, amazing people. Hope you're having a great day, or night, or afternoon, wherever you are. All Haven Games, you just watched the SOTOR video for the first time the other day. My friend, welcome to the family. We love you, man. Thank you. You never watched Super Bowl? The Super Bowl, I'm not the biggest. Listen, I played football for like 4 years in high school and 1 in college. And then I decided books were where I wanted to be. But I've been enjoying the football. And tonight was fun. It's the Super Bowl. You have to have fun anyways. And then we decided to not watch the halftime show. And we watched the All-American halftime show. And that was pretty good. Yeah, so go Seahawks. Seahawks won. Literally, the game was all down to the kickers. So, that's what it is. And if you're not already, get into the Discord. You should do it. Anyways, Aaron, what was your last video? I don't remember. The last video was about like 30 seconds of the bug fix that they did with the character 70 level token thingy. And then the rest was talking about how, like, if you want to be a community manager, you need to be very professional about it and listen to everything everyone has to say. Criticism, praised, be damned. You should just listen to all of it, like Eric used to. So, and then we didn't really get into the weeds. It was a little spicy. It wasn't horrible. But I have seen in the comment section some people are taking umbrage with what some of you people have been putting in the comment section. So, yeah. Benjamin, 1991. How you doing, my friend? 1991 Metallica Black Album. That came out. That was a great year. You didn't watch the game? That's fine. That's fine. I did. It was fun. You got to sit there and eat a lot of things. Hold on, I'm going to saying my recording is being kind of wonky, so I'm going to go play with settings for a second. See if I remember how we're going to... See if that helps out a little bit. Benji, oh, that's right. There's a lot of you who like to, you have different names for different things. What's this? Yeah, the game at least for the first 3.5 quarters was kind of boring because it literally was a special teams just kicking game, and then it was there was actually some like, oh my gosh, what is happening? So yeah, it's a lot like NASCAR. You really watch NASCAR for the first like 10 or 20 laps, then you go out, go shopping, do your stuff, then come back for the last part, and that's when the excitement happens. Anyone have big plans for this week coming up? Any games you're playing? We got World of Warcraft, SOTOR, Highguard. Anyone actually playing that game? I don't know. A lot of people were, and now they're not because it's a very meh game. From what I've seen. Bit late to the chat, soon to be getting some sleep in about 15. So hey, Boomy, and any update on when we get the next part of the SOTOR story? Jinx, Coma, my friends, I will be heading to sleep in about maybe 40 minutes. But I have no idea, my friend. I honestly thought we were going to get an announcement for a stream this past Friday. Talking about 7.8.1 when the next story content is going to be, was it Masters Enigma or whatever, and that didn't come, which tells me that we're probably not going to get the next story until sometime in March, which I guess kind of correlates with what they said in the paragraph that was the roadmap. But who knows? Sometime this week, tomorrow maybe, we might get something about a stream. It would not and is not the first time the team have announced a live stream a week before the live stream, or have announced a live stream a week before they release content. So other times they have, like, you know, maybe like a month in advance or 3 weeks in advance, have announced a live stream, and then a couple weeks after that we got the content. But sometimes with this team, you just don't know what you're going to get. You're on the Star Wars Galaxy server. Nice. Guild Wars 2. Oh, that is a game, that is an MMO or game that many people, what is going on? I need my bit rate's all over the place. I'm sorry, guys. Guild Wars 2 is a game that a lot of people are like, Boomy, you need to play. And I agree. I've just never gotten around to it. So, which is unfortunate. Because I know, I've heard it's a really good game, and they're going to do a big update for it, I believe. So, do we know? Let's see. It's sad, but I don't really play SOTOR anymore right now just because WoW Classic and sometimes TSO. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know, WoW Classic's awesome. There's so much going on in WoW right now, like so much. I'm looking forward to Midnight. The pre-patch is, it's okay. I've already leveled a couple tunes to 80 with it, so I mean, it's nice where if you have to level alts, and I've got a butt ton of alts in World of Warcraft that have been with me for maybe a decade. So, but that's nice. But I am looking forward to Midnight. Let's see. Do we know if 8.0 is supposed to come out this year or nah? I honestly think it will come out this year. I don't think we're going to get much past 7.9, and I honestly don't know if they can afford to wait too much longer, a whole year for us to get an 8.0. Only because we had to wait almost a year and a half to get 7.8 or 7.6 story and 7.8, and now we're waiting for 7.8.1, I believe, to get 7.7 story. So we are behind. We are behind, but hopefully, beard willing, we will get there before the end of the year. DG Knight, yeah, it is kind of lackluster. I will agree. I actually kind of enjoy the tic-tac-toe game. It is kind of fun. I'm shocked I haven't gotten an achievement for how many times I've lost and or won in that, but that is a fun mini game that they have going on. You only play MOP Classic and the TBC Anniversary at the moment. Party on. See, that's what I love about World of Warcraft right now, is because it's got so much going on in it that there is a lot to do, and it has things for everyone, whether you like regular retail or if you like just classic. Excuse me. Right now that's what we got. Retail and classic. And I think that's great. I love that. I love that WoW is in that situation. I'm not a big fan of the interview that Holly Longdale did, talking about how, like, you know, pretty much they need to, like, branch this game out to even more people. I'm like, no, don't. Just don't do that. Nah. Are you talking about me, All Haven Games? I am not on the class. I am in Classic. I just haven't touched that tune in like a year. If you win 50 times to get an achievement, oh Lord, it's going to be so much. I'm going to be there forever. Let's see. I haven't really played retail since Shadowlands. Oh, you know what? It's okay. We're trying to get rid of Shadowlands because that was the expansion that people just went, I'm done with this game. And I think they've been slowly but surely trying to right the ship, and I think they have. And I think we need to give them a chance on that. But yeah, Shadowlands was something. It was definitely something. It's just nostalgia. Yeah, nostalgia. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think all classic servers are. And I will admit, I made a video about when they announced that they were doing classic servers, and I was kind of poo-pooing on it, primarily because I think it is a nostalgic trip. And I apologize if my stream's being wonky because I don't know why my internet's being weird. It's really cold outside, so maybe that's it. But anyways, thank you for dealing with it with me. But yeah, no, I said, like, listen, it's just something we're going to put on a shelf and we'll visit every once in a while. You're like, yes, those were the good old days. And we'll just put it back. I did that. I enjoyed playing some classic and doing some old school quests back in the vanilla questing zones over there near Stormwind. I liked it. That brought me back. But I like retail far better. That's just me. Now, I know a lot of people, and I see this on my comment section a lot, that they want to see a SWTOR classic. With the manpower that the team has so far over there at Broadsword, I just do not see that ever happening. I don't. And I see a lot of people talking about doing private servers, but you have to understand that Disney has Star Wars by the balls. And I think if there was any other IP, you probably could get away with doing a private server. But with Star Wars, you're not going to be able to. The mouse will go after you really quick. Classic definitely worked for you. You love playing through these expansions since I basically think WoW was peak until Legion. See, I liked Legion. I thought Legion was really good. And then it started, what was it, Legion, then Battle for Azeroth? I could be getting those two mixed up. And then it was Shadowlands. Shadowlands for me is when it really dropped off. And then I enjoyed Dragonflight, that's when I called it World of Lovecraft, and not in the cool Lovecraftian world type of way. And then we got the War Within, where you kind of started to see where things started taking shape. And you have to remember that the War Within was already being worked on before Chris Metzen came back. And so a lot of it was already done. And so what we're getting with Midnight and The Last Titan, that is primarily Chris Metzen right there. So I'm looking forward to that. And I'm going to put a peg in the judgment until we start playing Midnight. Yeah, DG Knight, when I saw that Metzen said that, I was annoyed too. I saw the interview with Scott Johnson, and I'm a big fan of Scott Johnson with The Instance. It was The Instance and All Things Azeroth that got me and a couple friends into podcasting for World of Warcraft, and then that just got me into my content creation career. So, yeah. But yeah, that annoyed me too. It's like, Chris, what are you doing, Chris? Just stop it. Just, no, you're not. Just stop placating to the modern audience that doesn't exist. I saw a comment on my last video, which, by the way, the people who are commenting on that video, talking about, like, there's bullying and stuff. There's not bullying, first off, because if there was actual bullying, I would have, like, removed that person within, like, 5 seconds the moment I saw it, because I don't tolerate any of that jazz here. But what were they saying? Oh, they're talking about how, like, the game, you know, they're trying to appeal more to the fair gender, like, you know, women and girls and yada yada yada. I'm like, no, they're trying to appeal to a modern audience that doesn't exist. I mean, I know plenty of girls who have played Eastern games, and especially Expedition 33, who loved it but refused to play Concord, Avowed, what the hell am I thinking of? Concord, Avowed. What's the other games that have fallen south of Midnight? Was it south of Midnight or south of Twilight? Either way. And, I know there's another one and I can't think of it. Assassin's Creed Shadows. Is there that argument just doesn't work? I think, honestly, if you're a gamer, party on. I know tons of female gamers, and we need to have more of them. Party on. Let them be here. That's great. But if you make a crap game, no one's going to buy it. And there is no such thing as a modern audience. So, because they don't buy those games. We do. You should do creator work again? I should do creator work. What's creator work, Dragon Sithy? For what they are not going to play it, the people they play it at radio. Yeah, that's fair. Most women I know who played it like the hardcore war stuff. Yes, agreed. And I thought it was kind of funny when Holly was talking about how, like, they want to bring back, you know, people who have weddings in World of Warcraft, who hang out with all their friends. That's what they do. It's like, that hasn't changed. People are still doing it. It's not like it was during, like, Cataclysm or Mists of Pandaria or whatnot, but it's still there. Just, you know, a lot of times I think with the modern gaming industry right now, especially in the West, is they try to fix stuff that isn't broken. And then that ultimately ends up breaking the thing that did not need to be fixed. Gen X female, Gen X represent. Been playing since Atari and Commodore 64. Holy shit, you and me both, sister. Wouldn't play any of that Avowed BS, etc. Tammy, I get you, my ex gen sister, 100%. Would you like to know my opinion on each classic expansion before and after? Yes. I want to know all your opinions. I love people's opinions. I will never lock down my accounts or only make sure that only certain people can respond to my stuff. I want to hear everyone's opinions. I love it. I don't know. Why is my internet so freaking wonky this evening? It's usually good. Dang. I apologize. I'm just going to keep upping the bit rate on this. But you guys keep doing your thing. I'm going to be here. I'm going to do stuff. And I really need to do more live streams, so I apologize for not doing that. I'm going to crank this up. I don't know. I apologize. Anyways, where are we going? You already said that. I already read that from Tammy. But if you guys aren't already, hold on. Let me get this going right here, because I am horrible at this. I've got to find a thing and got to do... This also reminds me, I don't know why it does, but I think it's funny when I start seeing like certain comments in my videos that I see people. Okay, that's fine. If you're not in the Discord, get into the Discord. We have tons of fun there. It's funny when I see certain comments, and I saw Darth Picklelord. I know you're in here. Says something about how like I'm the most middle of the road peacemaker of all the content creators, and that's 100% true. And I think it's funny that I get some hate sometimes, and then I realize I'm really the only content creator for Star Wars: The Old Republic, and no shade to all the other ones. I love you guys to death. That is consistently doing content for this game, so I'm really the one that most people see. So I bring on the hate. I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Let's see. So just so you understand, I originally started playing WoW in 2008. Awesome. I started playing in 2010. But didn't start playing it for real until Kata and Mob. Unpopular opinion, I think Miss of Pandaria was one of its better expansions. I loved it. Love you, Boomy. SOTOR is the best, never going to quit. Amen, me either. Are you excited for Darth Maul show? There's a Darth Maul show, and wait, are they actually going to do a Darth Maul show, or is that another one that they canceled? You're a hell of a noob? Hey, Ben, that's fine. Be a noob. Just have fun. I don't care if you're a noob or you're a veteran. If you're having fun in whatever game you're playing, that's all that matters. All that matters. I want to get a World of Warcraft tattoo. I kind of want to get like half an Alliance tattoo and then half a Sith tattoo and meld it together. I think that'd be cool. I need more. I just need more ink on my body. That's just what I need. And since I get most of my ink for free these days, it might be in the next one. But anyways, I've been seeing a lot of love on the last video and a lot of brand new family members to the channel, so that's awesome. So yeah, you guys are great. I love you guys. And some big super chats and super thanks, or whatever the hell they're called, out there. So that just made me like, okay, thank you guys. Man, I'm humbled. Darth Maul show, seen a trailer, looks interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up. Darth? Maybe if I learned how to type in the right window. I've got 3 screens here. Come on, fingers work. Darth Maul show. Shadow Lord. Richard Iod. I can never say his name right. Richard, that guy? Oh, this is the guy from the IT show. God, I love that show. Okay, who's he playing? Two-Bot? Oh, he's perfect as a robot. I can totally see him as an android. That's awesome. Sam Witwer is Maul. Wagner Mora. Brander Lawson. Gideon Adlon. Gideon? Oh, I never thought that name would be for a girl, but that's pretty. Devin, okay. I'll watch it. Season 1, 20. Okay. I mean, I'll watch. Is it already live? Oh, it's not live yet. Okay, I'll watch it. I'll give it a chance. Hell, I gave Star Trek Academy a chance and didn't last past the 2nd episode. I'm still hella new. Blah, blah, blah. I have no tattoos yet. Been thinking about it. All Haven games. Here's my thing. Like, I've got tons of tattoos. I got a half sleeve here. I'm working on my next full sleeve over here. Here's the rule about tattoos. Howdy, Wes Johnson 3D. What's up, my friend? Here's my rule about tattoos. I've got quite a few of them. If you want to get them, get them. Just make sure they mean something to you and that you're willing to put it on your body. For example, American flag and other stuff. Where's my arm? Why is my arm doing? What the fuck? Just make sure that you know that it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. Otherwise, I love ink. I do. And then people say, like, you'll hear people say about like tattoos, like, if you get a tattoo, it won't be your first one. They are addicting. I mean, you've kind of got to like pain a bit, and it is painful. And I have learned that once you're in, you're in. There is no going back. You can't just be like, okay, I'm done. No. There's no going back. I have a ink underneath here, hurt like a mother effer. I refuse to take a break because I knew that once I took a break, see what happens when you take a break for a long period of time, your skin starts to like get its feeling back and it hurts even more. So I just like, nah, dude, one sitting, go. I haven't seen Starfleet Academy, couldn't handle it. So when they announced Starfleet Academy, I was excited because I'm a big Trekkie guy. I love Star Trek. But then I watched the first episode and went, okay, I get the quirkiness. I can do without whatever. Then episode 2, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. And I think it's hilarious that I lasted 5 episodes into The Acolyte, and I couldn't even last 3 episodes into Starfleet Academy. Because to me, that is not what Starfleet Academy is about. And 90% of the people that are on the show who are in Starfleet Academy would never have made it into Starfleet Academy during the TNG days. But neither here nor there, I guess. We'll see what happens. Well, I won't be getting a tattoo, the American flag, but come April 14th, it will essentially be attached to me every day. There you go. Party on, man. TNG and DS9 forever, the best Trek. I liked myself some Voyager. You know what I really liked, and I watched it a few times, was Discovery. Not Discovery. The first couple seasons were okay. After that, you just went, no, I'm good. Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise with Scott Bakula. I actually liked it. I love the theme song. It's been a long road getting from here to there. It's been a long time, but blah, blah. I loved that show. I really did. I really liked it. You will not have to hear my singing again, even though I was a singer in a band. Won't begin blah, 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 blah. Dude, what they did to the Klingons. We're not going to even talk about what they did to the Klingons because Kalis would be very upset about that. And if you're just popping in here, I apologize for the stream. I don't know why my internet's being wonky, but weird shit happens when it gets cold out here. But yeah, what they did to the Klingons, I much would prefer to have the Klingons from Discovery than what they are doing to the Klingons now in Star Trek Academy. That, I don't, it from a lore perspective, it makes zero sense. It also tells you that the writers of the show have no respect for what Gene Roddenberry did and don't actually understand the lore from it. So it's just blah. Yeah. You rock, Boom. Keep up the SOTOR updates. Good night. Have a great night, Zubla, my friend. Love you like crazy. Voyager is my least favorite show, but I also like Strange New Worlds. I love Strange New Worlds. Hey, welcome, Yola, to the Discord. I love Strange World. I know some people are like, Strange World is just as woke as the others. Listen, I don't think it is, and I really like Strange New Worlds. I get it, but I weirdly liked the episode where they did, like, the Broadway show type. So I didn't mind it. I also loved Ahsoka. I loved that. I loved it, too. I liked the Boba Fett series as well. So, yeah, I did. I'm not going to lie. I said Voyager was my last favorite, not least. Oh, not your least, but your last favorite? Hey, you know what? Something Captain Catherine Janeway and I have in common? Our love for coffee. Yep. Yeah, when that woman drinks coffee, melt in her hand like good old black coffee. You think they hate it? What, the old lore from the Klingon from Star Trek world? Yeah, probably. But yeah, Kalis is rolling over in his grave right now with what they're doing to the Klingons. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy what they do. But I think this kind of reminds me of something that Goth said. If you're not familiar with Goth, he's a gothic, really based YouTuber. Wow, what the frag's his name? Hold on. He's got a band, Goth, on. Oh, this is going to take me to some weird places. But I will find you. Nope. Let's just do conserve. There it is. I'm sure that's going to get me. Anyways, the Goth guy on YouTube. I'm sure you know him. We've talked about him in the Discord before. I think what he said in his last live stream, or a couple live streams ago, which really hit me, I went, yeah, you're probably not wrong, is that a lot of these things, like the games we've been seeing coming out lately, TV shows and whatnot, were started in 2020, and you started seeing a lot of the hype of the whole woke movement and all that jazz, and what the creators of all these things were banking on is that us normies out there would get enough of it and be brainwashed enough to be like, we love all the slop you give us. Give it to me, daddy. Here's my money, whatever you give us. The exact opposite happened. And right now what we're doing is we are kind of like going through the motion. There's these games they put millions and millions of dollars in that they just need to get out. And they just fail, and eventually we will get back to normal gaming and movies and TV series like that. But yeah, it's one of those things like read the room. A lot of those ideologies have been rejected by people who are on all sides of the camps. So I think people will be shocked where I line up in a lot of things. I'm pretty middle of the road on a lot of things. So let's see, I haven't been keeping up too much on SOTOR updates, but was there any news on weapons? No news on weapons. I don't hear much from my old boss, Brad, anymore. And I'm really busy with workouts these days. Working out is great. Get in shape. Everyone, do it. Train like they hate you, because they do. There have been no updates I've seen at all on weapons. And this will be the first channel that will give you those updates. But yeah, nothing out there that I've seen. And I am always in the forums looking to see what they have to say. I haven't tried Strange New World. Guess I can give it a look. It's really good. The guy who plays Captain Pike, I think, is, besides having extremely marvelous hair, is a great actor, and he does Captain Pike very well. And so does Stamos, his number one. Oh, what the frick? She played... Oh, now my brain's dying. Hold on. All the actors I have no issue with in Strange New Worlds. They all do a great job, and it's actually really good writing. So sometimes I don't understand where all the hate comes from. Rebecca remains Stamos. Thank you, Brain. It plays number one. And at first, I didn't realize it was her until I looked it up. I'm like, no way. And I looked, I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Party on. It's good. The first two seasons of Strange, well, they've only doing 4, and I believe they just wrapped up the 4th season, and it hasn't come out yet, but they wrapped up filming for it because there can only be 4, and because Captain Pike, a lot like Solo, we know what happens to Captain Pike. We just didn't really know how he got there, and unlike Solo, they did a really good job at explaining A to Z. Oh, Mystique, thank you. That's her name. Well, he can be a big virtue signaler, but you know what? Like I said, and I think some of the commenters in the who are like throwing like the "you're just like this because XYZ" will be surprised when I say I don't honestly care what you believe in your personal life. That's between you and your God. Just don't bring it into your acting. And I think I think he does Pike really well. I think they balance some of the stuff that we're kind of like, I'm good not to have that, with the machismo and what the legacy of Star Trek is. So I like it, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with the good cowboy character like James T. Kirk and and Captain Pike and Jean-Luc Picard, which was not necessarily a cowboy character. He is more the philosophical thinker. But I love Patrick Stewart. I love him. He's a giant socialist. But at the same time, I'm like, I loved season 3 of Star Trek Picard. Loved it. It was a love letter to TNG fans. I loved it. Season 2 was trash. Season 1 was okay, but season 3, in my book, 10 out of 10 beards. Listen, I'm not going to lie. I got choked up when I saw the Galaxy class, the USS Enterprise. I got choked up on that one. I did. I kind of felt that way when I saw Hayden Christensen reprising his role as Anakin Skywalker in Ahsoka. I felt the same way. I thought that was really cool that he came back in. And it wasn't like some CGI kind of stuff. I've been thinking about giving Guild Wars 2 another chance. I need to give it a chance and just play it. The problem is midnight is around the corner and I have early access to it, which means I'm going to be busy doing that and whatever SOTOR brings my way. And I've finished all the other games I wanted to finish. So I am up to date and caught up. Ooh, Picard or Cisco? Now here is the true question, my nerdy friends. And forgive my weird internet. It's annoying me. The Weird Al song, White and Nerdy. The only question I found hard was, do I like Captain Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard? I'm there with that one. I'm like, ooh. They're both perfect in their own ways. I liked Benjamin Sisko. I think he did really good for the story and lore that they had him in. I really like the actor Avery. Was it Avery Brooks? I think is the actor who plays Benjamin Sisko. Really nice guy. And Benjamin, there's not much wiggle room between how Avery Brooks is and where Benjamin Sisko is, right? But I think that's the mark of a great actor, where you can bring in some of the personality of the human being that is Avery Brooks and add it into the flair that is Benjamin Sisko. And you kind of get to see where Benjamin Sisko went from the pilot, right? Because his wife died and he blamed Patrick Stewart, I'm sorry, Jean-Luc Picard, for the death of his wife, which one could argue, yeah, but the Borg took him over, so I don't know. I see that, but then you see how he maneuvers through that and his character changes. Character development is really important when it comes to storytelling, and you can tell with the modern storytelling that there is not much character development anymore, sadly. But I do like DS9. I will go back and watch DS9 for some fun. I think I prefer Sisko a bit only because he's has a better backstory, and I like how he's direct against Q. Yes. Yeah, Picard is very much the diplomat, whereas Benjamin Sisko is very much the, hey, listen, we're on the freaking frontier and everyone's trying to kill us, and it's a giant wormhole, which means more people are going to try to kill us. So I think he was the right man for the job. If Sisko had a ship and not a space station, he would have been more iconic. I mean, the space station moved. He had the Defiance. I mean, I think my most favorite scene was in Star Trek. It was the movie First Contact. When you see the Sovereign class starship, the Enterprise E, come in, you have like little baby Defiance, and like it just came in. Oh man, I remember when I saw that on VHS the first time. I was like a giddy little schoolgirl, I'm telling you. Yeah, the Defiance is a really great warship, and this is where my nerdum really kicks in, because I know way too much about that. My very first multi-mission massive multiplayer RPG was when you did email chains, right? Oh gosh, what was I was Lieutenant Commander Sloyer, science officer. I was in charge of the science department on the USS Prometheus. And it was an email chain, and you had this giant chain where it was just like this story and dialogue, and you had to go create a backstory for your character. It's kind of like D&D, but for Star Trek. But I had to learn all the schematics for all the ships, their classes, what they could do, because you immersed yourself in that world, and I nerded out like that, like crazy. So I'm a complete nerd. I do that with military aircraft today. I'm like, oh, that's a blah 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 blah. People just like, you're such a nerd. I'm like, yes I am. First Contact. Yeah, First Contact was a great movie. Great movie. And no shade to Patrick Stewart, great actor. Never take that away from him. Personally, I don't agree with a lot of his own personal opinions, but as an actor, peak actor, and like he did great in A Christmas Carol. He did great in Moby Dick. When he did he do a one-man show for Moby Dick? I know he did a one-man show. I know he did a two-man show with Sir Ian McKellen. But yeah, I'm honest. When Leonard Nimoy died, I cried. But we haven't had a captain die yet. None of the captains have died. So, I mean, William Shatner's in his 90s. And Patrick Stewart's getting up there as well. That's going to be a sad day. The captains of Star Trek have not died yet. We don't count Pike. Not yet. But it's just crazy. The last STA episode, Honored, Sisko and Jake Actor was in it. Very unfortunately. Yeah, I heard about that. I heard that they brought Sisko and that in. Yeah, I really wish they would just cancel the show. I mean, it's going to happen, judging by the ratings and how ratioed it's going to get. Hell, if the Acolyte's going to get canceled before the first season even ends, which is really sad. I love Star Trek and I love Star Wars, so I was really kind of like, ugh, I wish you hadn't done that. But yeah, no, First Contact was good. That was a good episode. That was great. Who is your favorite character in Star Trek, though? Mine, outside of the captains, and, you know, Deanna Troi, for reasons, and 7 of 9, obviously, was Barclay. My favorite character was Barclay. And if you don't know, he was also, that's like one of the words I cannot say. He was in the original A-Team of the 1980s. Dwight Schultz, yeah, Howling Mad Murdoch. But he is also your Barclay guy from Star Trek. Let me make sure that's right. Because I know there's an actor that looks just like him. Reginald Barclay, who is the okay, I was right. It is Dwight Schultz. I love Barclay. Lieutenant Barclay, that one episode in TNG when he had the computer hooked up to his brain, that was a great... God, TNG had so many great episodes. Crazy Foo on the team. Oh, man, I love the A-Team. You could not make... A lot of the shows I grew up with, A-Team, Magnum P.I., Murder, She Wrote, Knight Rider, Airwolf. A lot of those shows, at least 10 years ago or whatnot, you could not make. You just would not be allowed to make those. Now, who knows? Now things are changing, thank goodness. You might be able to, but man, that was, to me, that was peak television back in the day. He's your favorite side character. My favorite in general, Data. Yep, Data. Sisko, Spock, Picard, Garak. You know who I really love from Star Trek? is... Oh, he was one of the Klingon dudes. Hold on. I'll find him. He's got the big bug eyes. Sauron? Sauron. No, wait. He was the... Yes. Big-eyed... That's gonna... Klingon. Yep. Gowron. Gowron. I loved that character. Man, that was a great character. They had so... And Martok... Oh my gosh, they had so many great characters. Martok was good. I loved Gowron. Gosh, those were good episodes. Man, I feel old. Odo is also cool. He was also Mr. House in Fallout New Vegas, which I am also loving the Fallout TV show on Prime. Not sponsored by them, by the way, but I do love Fallout. I'm a Fallout freak. I love that crap. I need more of it. But Worf is the best. You know what Yeah, he did. Well, everyone got Jadzia. Q is a great character. That is true. I will get that. Yep, the Fallout series is doing a great job. I watched Oxhorn's recap on them. I haven't watched the last 2 episodes because I'm just busy. But they're doing such a great job, and we can go down the Fallout rabbit hole. Talk about a rabbit hole in that one. But right now apparently we're in the Star Trek rabbit hole. Odo is good. Martok is just based. I love Martok. However, the House of Duras, the sisters, just gonna say, kind of had a crush on the sisters for obvious reasons because of their leadership. That's exactly was the reason. And New Vegas and Fallout 4, love it. Yeah, I love all those things. I also love Fallout 76. I do. I was one of the few who, when I was doing news for it, that understood why they did what they did in 76. And a short caveat with that is you're the first vault, at least in your area, to have Reclamation Day and be open. So, of course, no one's going to be there. So I got what they were going for. It just didn't really work in the world that they had created before. But I'm glad that a lot of things are being fixed in that. Quark? Wait, Quark? Who died? He died? I know his son, not his son, but his nephew died. Nope, that Quark actor. Oh, he died? What? I know that Brad Arnold? I know the lead singer from Three Doors Down just passed away yesterday. Oh, no way. When did he pass away? Wait a second. Hold on. He's still alive. Armin Shimerman? He's still kicking. He's not dead yet. Quark is still alive. He was born in 1949, which is a year younger than my mother. But no, Quark is still alive, guys. Now, I know the guy, okay. Quark's nephew, if I can spell that, in Star Trek. He passed away a couple years ago. Nog. What a great name. Aaron Eisenberg. I see a theme here. He passed away not too long ago. When did he pass away? 2019? Was it really 2019? Dang. Shit. Yeah, no, yeah, Jake was, Brad Arnold passed away. That's very, yeah, I really like Three Doors Down. I'm a big fan. Yeah, no, Quark, DG Knight, Quark is very much still alive. The internet has not said he's died yet, so, which means the internet said, if the internet said it, means it's true. Biffin, hello, my friend. How you doing? We only got a couple more minutes till I have to get my ass to bed because I have a busy week ahead of me. Yeah, I remember. I think the last video I saw that Brad put out, I talk about him as if we were besties. Was I think maybe like months ago when he was talking about how, like, you know, hey, if I die, I die. I'm saved. Party on. You know, we're gonna fight through this. We're gonna get through this. I think we got this. And then I found out yesterday when I just saw it pop up on the interwebs that he passed away. I'm like, ugh, that sucks. That sucks. But you know what? Prayers to his family and all the fans. And I put a lot of their music on my playlist on Spotify, so there it is. So when spring and summer hit and I can go outside and not freeze my beard to death, I'm gonna be rocking that stuff out right next to Sleep Token. Because Boomy loves me some Sleep Token. Biffin, how you doing? Yeah, okay, I read that. I read that. Oh no, what did I press on here? Close. There you go. So, yeah. But yeah, no, I decided to just pop on tonight because I had like an extra hour. I'm like, well, I don't want to go to bed just yet. And I don't really want to play anything because there's not enough time to do that. I have no videos lined up right now. When I do, I have ideas for videos, but nothing I can do within the time allowed it. And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get on and talk to you wonderful, amazing people. Will I ever dip in? Damn it! I keep seeing stuff about Star Citizen. I also have friends in EVE Online who keep trying to get me in, but I know that EVE Online is a rabbit hole that will suck my soul. I'm gonna look up Star Citizen right now. I have heard about it. Is it on Steam? Well, it probably is. I love how on the top things people ask what happens when you spend $1,000 on Star Citizen. Probably a lot more than what you get in Ashes of Creation. Eek, that's another one. High Admiral tier of the Chairman's Club. Well, I can guarantee you right now, son, that I will not be doing that. Oh, it's Tam. What's up? I've got to remember that a lot of people do. Names are different everywhere. So thank you, Tam or Yalin, for letting me know that. Creations of Ashes more like? Yeah, right. Seriously. No RSI website? Oh, okay. Tammy's just laughing at me. That's fine. That's fine. I have a horrible memory when it comes to things, so I'll be like, I don't know who that person is, and then they'll DM me, which anyone can DM me on Discord. Go ahead. I love talking to people. I'll be like, no, this is me, you twit. I'm like, oh shit, you're right. Sorry about that. I suck. $45 base ship, that's it. That means I would have to actually spend $45, and yeah, I don't want to. I couldn't believe the Ashes of Creation thing was actually excited about. I was excited about it too, and I admit I had friends Sakari and Jim. But what was your gaming name? Don't worry, it had something to do with Jim. They did a podcast for Ashes of Creation, and then there was another MMO that was supposed to come out. And I was very tempted to start doing news on Ashes because I was kind of excited about it. So I'd get all their updates. I'd get all the offers for, spend money, get a key. Spend $500, you can have a key to get into Alpha 1 or whatnot. And then all of a sudden, it goes on Steam. And 50-odd days later, it goes out. Now, I probably should do a companion video to my Ashes of Creation video that I did a couple days ago. There's more news that's coming out about it. That, yes, that more than likely it was sold to a private equity group, which is usually not a good thing. And that there was an actual board to it. But here's my whole response on that is... the court system takes forever. I work in this industry. I work in that field. It takes forever to do anything. And so the internet moves a lot faster. Opinion and rumor moves so much faster than a lot of times the truth does. And the problem is, even if the private equity group tries to bring Ashes of Creation back, I don't think it's not going to survive. It won't, because there's already been a bad taste put in people's mouth over everything on it. And so it's dead, Jim. It's dead, if we can just segue back into Star Trek. Yeah, I wanted it to succeed too. Yeah, they charged a lot. And there was even there were some tiers that if you spent $10,000 freaking dollars, they would fly you out to Las Vegas for the launch party, comp your room and food and all that jazz. So it should be interesting to see which lawsuits win and which don't. I think the big dollar ticket people might have a bit bigger fighting chance. But I'm sitting there like, who the hell's got $10K just lying around? But like, yes, I will put this into this game. I don't. I definitely don't. Unless someone super chats $10K, to which I'd be like, listen, at that point, that's between you and your credit card company. Yeah, $10K. There was a tier for $10K. Let me make sure I'm just not, just goofing with you guys. 10K tier in Ashes of Creation. Because I was watching another YouTuber talk about it. Nope. But yeah, there was a tier that if you paid an exuberant, stupid amount of money, that all these awesome things would happen. So I see why people are saying it's shady. I think there's a bunch of allegedly shady shit happening with it, but we will see. Yeah, that is a giant red flag. 100%, Tam. 100%. But it sucks that, I mean, at the same time, MMOs are extremely expensive to maintain, let alone create and launch. SWTOR was what, $200 million to do? And eventually they did recomp it. But you're also talking about server costs. And from what I've been seeing, that allegedly they have been behind on, Ashes has been behind on their payments for the server company that keeps their servers going. So, but yeah, it's just so expensive. Would we all love a brand new MMO we can sink our teeth in? Hell yeah, we would. I think the hunger is still out there. It's a very, very, very steep hill to climb. So that's why you have the old favorites, World of Warcraft, ESO, Final Fantasy, Star Wars The Old Republic, that are still thriving. World of Warcraft being the most. I think the last numbers I saw was a little over 7 million subscribers. Far better than when it was in Shadowlands. So, yeah. Anything is possible with SWTOR. That is for sure. Okay, so Vortex, I love you. I see your comments all the time in Discord. And to my Valen simps, I am one of them. Brothers and sisters, I get it. I like myself a crazy chick just as much as you guys do. But sometimes you just need to let a girl be dead. Okay? Valen's gone. I don't want her to come back. I just don't. I don't want her to be a forest ghost. I don't want any of that stuff. We need to just let her go. We do. And it's a sad thing. But listen, it's just, It is what it is at this point, and I don't know if they would ever bring her back. Would they try? I don't know. God only knows what these devs would do. But I just don't want to see it. I know. There's people out there. I see it in my Discord all the time. I should just create a room just for Valen. I've created AI images for Valen that some had to go into the not safe for work category in the Discord because of it. But I get it. But I don't think it's going to be. If they use Sylvanas original armor, Shadowlands might have been more popular. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, DG. You're not wrong. No Boomy. No Boomy hot tubs. Sad. No hot tubs. Birdface Gaming. Everyone, if you haven't subscribed to my dear friend, fellow content creator, Birdface Gaming, get off your booty boots and go subscribe to his YouTube. Do it now. I implore you. I won't let go since they already brought her back. When the hell did they bring Valen back? Vortex. Syl? Vortex, are we going to fight? Do we need to... Are we going to fight, Vortex? I don't want to fight you. I like you. If this would be a super trash character. I hate Valen. I don't think she was a trash character. I think what you got with that whole storyline was what happened, an extremely dysfunctional family and a father who was a complete dipshit. Why would I simp for Valen when I have Kira Carson, Jaisa, Darkside Jaisa, 100% archives, and Asara? That's true. He's got a good point there. I think Darkside Jaisa would give Valen a run for her money. But I will give Valen the fact that she's got some sick ink, and I am a sucker for tattoos, so... Just saying. Valen had problems, but she wasn't bad. Would Valen be the... But she was misunderstood. I think Valen got a completely raw deal in the whole situation. Valen did. But I thought they wrote her character very well. In fact, I thought they wrote all their characters very well. Know who I want them to do some stuff with? Is Satil Sean. What's Grandma Satil Sean up to these days? I would love to know that. What is Satil Sean up to? What's Vet up to? Daddy has questions. I have questions about these things. What? Another musician died. Greg Brown, the founding guitarist of the alternative rock group Cake. What? Cake? Man, I almost took a friend of mine back in the late 90s, early 2000s, to a Cake concert because she loved Cake. They're playing at the... Oh, gosh. I lived in SoCal at the time. What venue were they playing at? The Roxy? They were playing. Now I was going to get tickets because I knew she loved them. Cake founding guitarist Greg Brown has died 1 day ago. Wow, the whole Brad Arnold thing completely covered that up. Yada, yada, yada has died. Greg Brown co-founded the Thrall alt rock band. I've never even heard of that. He's going the distance. Da-da-da-da. He's going for speed. Oh, that sucks. Man. Know who I'm glad isn't dead yet? Is Dick Van Dyke. The man has always made it. He's made it over the line of 100. He made it past where Betty White just didn't get to. I was really mad that God took her way too early. It's like, if you just let her get to 100, we would have been fine. But Dick Van Dyke made it to 100, and the music video that he did with Coldplay, dude, man, I grew up on freaking Mary Poppins. Chimney, chim, I cried. Let's see, they didn't even bother doing much with Satil. I still think Imperial players should fight Satil on Elim instead of Malgus. Yeah, no, Dick Van Dyke looks great for 100. Holy crap, I wish I was that mobile now that he is at 100. Yeah, no, Vet is dead. I hated the fact, Birdface, that they made you choose which companion to kill. I thought that was the dumbest writing mistake they ever made. That was dumb because that put Sotor, uh, that put Baby in a corner, and now they're stuck with it that they have to write all these extra voice lines and all these extra things because of those type of choices. I mean, I kind of get it, but at the same time, I'm all, guys, that just kind of like screwed you over. Senya doesn't even apologize. Listen, I love me some Senya. It might be the cougar talking, but I do love me some Senya. They shouldn't have killed Malgus. I mean, Malgus is still alive. Bro, I always saved Vet except for my bounty hunter because he is Torian's mentor. I get that headcanon all the way. See, a little bit more than I'm going to go. She is a great character who is a survivor of abuse and trauma, 100%. She had a ton of potential, Birdface says. You know what? I think Valen, they wrote Valen really, really well, whereas they wrote Tau Adir horribly. Just that character and her Padawan Nickelback, whose name I cannot remember because it just will never stick in my brain, but I call him Nickelback because he looks like the lead singer of Nickelback. Those two characters in reality just don't make sense. You don't put those two type of damage people together and hope for the best. So screw the Jedi. It's all about the dark side. I mean, they should have killed him on Elam. Why is that a headcanon? I don't know. It just came out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bro, I always say Vet. Oh, you already said that. Because I can't read special words that make me drool and make me pee my pants. The new characters just aren't that great. The new characters just don't make sense to me. They don't. They are very like, okay. Not rememberable. I see them in my mind. I know the Twi'lek's missing part of her henty tentacle thing. But other than that, I'm just like, I just want the Mandalorian storyline in Star Wars: The Old Republic to just be done. Just let it just needs to be done. I would rather play Shadowlands for 2 more years than deal with this Mandalorian story much more longer. Darkseid has cookies. Yeah, I used to have a t-shirt that said Darkseid had cookies, but I wore it so much that it fell apart. Just got here, so I'm not hip to the conversation, but think SWTOR is in need of and could fit new classes in the game. Campbit 5930. Excuse me. I agree. I think they should do new classes in Star Wars: The Old Republic. But welcome to the stream, my friend. I'm about to get ready to leave. Holy shit, my brain's dying. Know what they need to do? And everyone keeps saying this. I see it in my comment section all the time. Bring back class stories. Just bring it. Our class stories ended on freaking Rishi. Just a second. I'm going to disappear for a second. But the class stories ended on Rishi. And then we didn't get shit about class stories afterwards. Which is really, really sad. Because class stories really made the game. So, I don't know. You tell me about it. They should have done Sith Trooper and Zakul Knight 10 years. Yes. Oh, what the hell? Boop. Oh, what do I have on here that everyone hates?
Boys. Second one, Circuit Combat Drones. Very cute, very deadly to enemies around them. Pew, 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 pew. Pew, pew. Love it. Pew, pew. Well, look how cute they are. Pew, pew. Pew.
Never mind, my mic wasn't on. Thank you, Blade Runner audio. Anyways, like I was saying to myself, apparently, not you guys. There's a reason I have that the pew 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 locked and loaded like I do when I carry every day anyways. I have it because I know everyone hates it. So I just put it there just to make sure that that everyone remembers the one of the worst streams that SOTOR ever had. I do. I got more gray in my beard because of it. Freaking A, man. So let's see. And what else? What other questions? I'll give you guys 10 more minutes. We'll go 14. We'll go to 1 a.m. Central Time. Because I probably don't fall asleep till 1:30 anyways. All I do is PvP in game now. Still enjoy it, just have to ignore chat. Dude, the thing I've always told people when it comes to gaming is to turn general chat off. If you're in a good guild and in a good fleet, you don't need gen chat. Just turn it off. just always rule of thumb, turn gen chat off. Are you on Starforge? Because that's honestly the only server I'm on that I can have PvP or at least Galactic Starfighter pop for me instantly. Darth Rivix. I know a lot of things about Darth Rivix and some things I cannot talk about because I have some insider information that I can't talk about because I gave them my word. Tammy says, Gideon Emery is the best Darth Rivix. Gideon Emery. Isn't that the... No, that was the chick I was looking on for the Darth Maul TV show. Yes, Starforge. Yeah, Starforge is good. That's where my main character is on Starforge. And I am... What freaking guild am I in? I cannot remember. I literally was doing sponsorship for them. Vortex, what are you doing in Discord right now? Sorry, I'm reading stuff. Wait, Seal was a Jedi Padawan that was seen during the Echoes of Oblivion story, which I completely forgot about, who appeared to have died in the Emperor's mindscape, which tends to happen, but later she is seen alive among the surviving Jedi Padawans. A message to the player from Satil Shan mentioned that Seal has not been acting as herself. Many players believe that some essence of Valen, okay, and Ashley Rude, who's going to be speaking at GDC, says, I'll just say we haven't forgotten about Seal, winky wink. Caitlin says, who's blocked me on X, for reasons. I've never interacted with her. She says, ditto, a lot of thought went into where, how, and why we include Seal in Echoes of Oblivion, and we still have those thoughts in mind. Okay, so Seal is possessed by Valen. I'm trying to think if we've discovered a new kink. Possession by Valen kink. I mean, I'm not going to say no to that, because I would be a fool. What is everyone saying? I used to be addicted to Starfighter mode, but I haven't played. I love Starfighter mode, and I sucked with PvP. You know what game I love doing PvP in is World of Warcraft, where I can just hide in the bush and then nuke people with my Warlock. It's fun. He was a voice actor for Furnius in Dragon Age 2. Oh, Dragon Age 2? That was a good one. Not Velgard, but the rest of Dragon Age, peak. Yeah, I miss it. Not heard of World PvP in years. Not sure they will bring back World PvP. Too many people complain. It's the internet. It's everyone complains. Good evening, everyone. Mole Bella Frost Walker. How you doing, my friend? Elam used to be fun for PvP. That was a long time ago. I used to make twinks in WoW. We don't want to talk about what happened in Goldshire on Moonguard. We don't talk about what happens in on the Moonguard server stays on the Moonguard server. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious when I first got into SOTOR that they did not have that it didn't have a Moonguard type server. Apparently it's only a WoW thing. But who hasn't danced on a mailbox and got some coin from it? What? I was bored and I was young. Weird shit happened back then. Old Elam was so fun. No one was really fun. Baron's chat back in the WoW days. Baron's chat. You think people get offended now in Gen chat? You all should have been in Baron's chat. It was like X Generation went crazy. And as myself and my dear, beautiful Tammy, I don't know, but I'm just going to assume, as us X-Geners here, and I'm sure there's some other people in there as well, we don't have emotions, really, and we just don't care. So we will say what we want to say. Collecting PvP credits while having a Battle Royale. Baron chat was peak, 100%. FF14 just got... You just got to Limsa for that experience. Oh, I heard that about Final Fantasy, that they did have a ERPG, erotic role-playing, yeah, whatever, over there, which makes sense, especially with those little small characters. I don't remember what they're called, but kind of like the gnomes that we have in World of Warcraft, but, yeah. Anyways. What? Yeah. Baron's chat is the only reason I had a Horde alt once. Otherwise, I'm always Alliance too. But I had a Horde tune literally just for Baron's chat because sometimes you just had to sit back and eat your popcorn and just watch the amazingness transpire. Moonguard all the way, man. Moonguard is still going strong. Ooh, wait a second. I had an idea. I'm going to throw this by you, my amazing friends, because I love you. I had an idea. When I did the video about the whole community manager thing, and I know there have been playful calls for Sam to be like game director of SOTOR and me community manager. Let me know in the chat by pressing 1, the number 1. If you would be interested in doing community events, live stream, we'd be doing operations, flashpoints, PvP, whatever. Would you guys be interested in doing something like that? Because if our current community manager won't actually do her job as a community manager, I will beard up and balls out, be your community manager and do that stuff with you. Let me know. Put the number 1 in the chat and let me know if that's something you guys would like to see, because that is something I'm seriously thinking about doing at least once a week. Now I wait. I'm waiting to see what you guys put down there. Warsong Battalion was a menace. I had allies on Twitch. Tarnis. 1. Only 1. Well, screw that. This stream's over. I'm down. Oh, there's 2 1s. There's 3. Come on, Tammy. Give us the 4th. Give us the 4th, girl. Oh, yep. Damn, she is the 4th. Okay, someone give me a 5th. I don't know. I mean, I don't play anymore. It doesn't matter if you play anymore. You can still watch. I'm stuck at level 60 on SOTOR. We'll get you there. Maybe we can try Guild War 2 sometime together. I'd be down with that. I will download Guild. I had a lot of whiskey tonight. Super Bowl game party. Dude, I survive off water, coffee, and whiskey. Not in that order. It's my generation. We were just built different. Gotta dish out the money. No, I will download Guild Wars 2 this week. And I will try it out. My beard is looking wonky. It's all over the place tonight. 1, I vote for Boomy as manager. David Webb, they couldn't afford me. I'd be too awesome. And I wouldn't have a Blue Sky account. I would just have an X because that's where everyone is. Are you going to do the whole neighborhood questing? So that's another thing I've been thinking about. I am enjoying the player housing in World of Warcraft. It's really fun. I like it. I can't wait for midnight to release so we can get like the full experience of it. But they're doing a great job. It has blown. I want to do a video about it, and I think I have B-roll on it where I will compare WoW's player housing versus SOTOR's. And this is a sneak peek. This is where I think SOTOR wins out, is the space that we have. Think about Yavin. Our Yavin strongholds. Our Aldron strongholds. Most definitely our Tatooine stronghold. And Rishi. I think that's where SOTOR wins. Other than that, World of Warcraft destroys all the competition. But they're still in this infancy, and they're still making tons of changes. So I'm looking forward to see what they do. I have been playing around with the idea of maybe doing a guild in World of Warcraft and having our own neighbor, the Boomy Nation neighborhood. But I love the neighborhood idea. It's great. I can't imagine WoW having better housing than SOTOR. They do. They do. The people who've been working on player housing have done their homework. And though there's more space to do things in SOTOR, there's so much more you can do in the player housing in WoW than you can do in SOTOR, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. So I'm probably not going to do that video till midnight releases and launches, because I want to get the full experience of it. Right now, we're just getting pre-patch experience and early access into the WoW player housing. So I'm not going to do a big video about it just yet. But I am planning on doing more WoW-related videos, because I cut my teeth in content creation in World of Warcraft. That is where I did, and that's my first love. I'm polyamorous, okay? I can do World of Warcraft and SOTOR at the same time. Come on, guys. Yeah, it was surprising how good it is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to go back into WoW. I played since vanilla. I don't like what they did to the characters. I say give Midnight a chance. That's what I'm going to do. And once Midnight launches and we get into it, then I think that's when our judgment's going to be. At least for me. Housing is my least important feature in an MMO. But I still think it was neat in SOTOR. Didn't really think it fits WoW, though. It may or may not, but your toon needs somewhere to go and sleep. And it's been a very requested feature in World of Warcraft for years. And I'm just glad they're doing it now. Right now, I'll have to show it in a live stream. But my house is overlooking the ocean right now. Peak. And there's lots of trees nearby, which makes me happy because I like outdoors and trees and ocean and homesteading. So I don't know why I do this. That's how X-Gen I am. I'm just like, leave me alone. Leave me VHS tapes at the edge of the forest as my tribute so I don't screw with you people, and I'll be fine. Give me Goonies. Give me Breakfast Club. Wayne's World. Anything on VHS. And also give me a VHS player because I don't have one of those anymore. So I can watch it. Just saying. I don't care for the Housing WoW trailer though, but I'll give it a go. The WoW trailer for player housing, the new one that they released, looks great. I kind of wish they would do a TV show, like a cartoon for World of Warcraft. I think they would excel. World of Warcraft, Blizzard, Blizzard has always like aced their cinematics, especially during Warlords of Draenor. That was some peak. And oh, the Old Soldier and Zappy Boy, those were peak trailers. Man, I don't know. I love Warcraft Versus too, but I also feel like Star Wars would be better suited for housing. That's just me. I mean, I can see that. I've seen housing in WoW from a guildie in my SWTOR guild. It doesn't look bad, but I like ESO housing. I haven't tried ESO. Here's my thing with ESO is I love the background story of Elder Scrolls Online. And I love that one of my favorite pagan folk metal bands does it, who I cannot think of their name right now. But they do ESO inspired music. I just can't. It's the gameplay that it feels clunky to me, and I just can't do it. And I have had early access, special access into ESO, and it just for me personally, but I just can't do it. Gen X just for the win. Hell yeah, the damned 67. The damned. I mean, come on, that's totally an X-Gen thing. WOD was when I hardcore PvP. Great. WOD won. Thank you, the damn. Oh, you agree with me on that with ESO? Thank you. Yeah, WOD was good. WOD was a good. People hated. I wouldn't say hated. WOD was an interesting expansion because of the movie, and no one can tell me different. They did that because of the movie, and I thought the movie got a really crappy turnaround. The movie would have done a lot better if the producers if the producers hadn't screwed with the editing and just let the director do what he wanted to do. Instance housing just isn't as good as in the world housing. True, but I like what I like about WoW's housing is that it feels more alive than SWTOR. Because you have all these characters, you have these NPCs doing the thing, you have a waggy going around. I would love for them to have an NPC that just delivers mail to you. I think that'd be great. But I love that there's a village. There's NPCs doing all kinds of stuff, going about their things. To me, it feels more alive. And I'll get into that in my video about it. Your friends don't remember when there's a WoW movie? God, I feel old. Anyways, guys, ladies and gents, get into the Discord. The link's in there. I'll put a link in right now for everyone. DM me, do whatever. I don't care. Party on. Get into the Discord. We're there all the time. It's a big dysfunctional family. It's about 1:04 to the AM Central Time for myself, and I have to go to work tomorrow. So, I'm going to end this here, and I will definitely let everyone know, especially in the Discord, check X, but definitely in the Discord, when we start community nights here on the channel. And, yeah, guys, thank you guys. This is just going to be like a chat with Boomy type of thing, because I was bored and wanted to do something. And I will do more of it, especially when it's not as cold, and when my internet's going to be more cooperative. But guys, thank you for sticking to it. Thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. GG Knight, welcome to the Discord. You are amazing. Tammy, welcome to the Discord as well. We'll see you later. I love you guys. We'll see you in the Discord. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but we will. Anyways, guys, have a great night. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next video coming up. Spay and neuter your Wookiees, because